Okay, we back. My man Fatal J is in the building. Man, we about to talk some smiggity smack and some higgity hack. First things first. How's your summer kicking off?
Hey man, my summer's going good. I just want to say this though.
Yeah.
My man, when he met Wesley Snipes, did he really call that man Mr. Pipes? Mr. Pipes. It's an honor to meet you.
Wait.
Did you sleep with Flower Tucci? Did you sleep with Cherokee?
You know what? Let's go there. Let's go there. There's clearly a there's clearly a disconnect or just a delineation between online and real life, and
Yeah.
you are outside that space, that rhetoric, that circle. How crazy! Now, mind you, that was 6 years ago. Okay, but
Yeah.
to you on the outside looking in, how just cringe? Oh no! Before I don't even put nothing in your head, what did that look and sound like to you?
I come from the day and age where if I wanted the magazine, the Playboy magazine, I'm gonna get the I'm gonna get the PlayStation magazine. I'm gonna get the Double XL magazine, and I'm gonna put that Playboy right in the middle because I don't want to be seen. You know what I mean? So this day and age, when I see people like that, just putting it all out there,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and putting this man on the pedestal. Did you sleep with Cherokee too? I'm like, come on, man. Back in the day, we used to hide these things. You
I
know,
re- I remember adult actors and actresses were shunned in society.
they were, they were. This is the
Eh,
day and age we live in, though. You know,
Okay, but what does that say to individuals that I guess it felt like it was pedestalization? It's like, oh wow, I'm living vicariously through you, through your movies and stuff, and that be here to be able to speak with you. Like, is that normal behavior to you?
when he told that man, "I like that scene in so and so movie," the way you open up, I was out, man. I was completely out. This is a grown man talking to a grown man. My gosh, diabolical. That's
That's why
diabolical, man.
you would never see this in the comic space. That's why you gotta, you know, I'm not saying go looking for this stuff, but it's out. It's really out here like that, bro.
Wow. When I saw your video yesterday when you posted that up, I seen it all, and I thought I saw it all,
Yeah.
but I truly saw it all watching that video. Jeez
I,
Louise.
I it I have I'm still it still throws me for a loop. And like that was from 6 years ago, but it's gotten progressively worse.
Yeah.
Now it's just but like you said, I remember those people would hide the fact that they did that stuff. You just have if you caught them on camera, cool. But 9 times out of 10, no one's going out of their way to come on and talk
My
about.
uncle, my uncle had the VHS tapes, and they was blank.
Okay, for a reason.
They was for a reason. you know.
I, when we met up a while back, we talked about men in education. You're an educator. I'm a coach, and I want to kind of go down that rabbit hole with you about the impact of men in education, lack thereof. Where do you see it going? So, briefly, how did you get into the educational field?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I got into the education field because of my mom.
Okay.
I had a terrible job before working for the school system. And my mom was like, I know you hate this job. She said, would you like working at a school? And I said, I'll give it a try. And man, I tell you, that first year that I
Hmm.
worked at a school, it was mind blowing. It was really mind blowing. I give you an instance. I worked at this school. I worked at the elementary that I went to as a kid,
Wow.
and a music teacher. She was she was my music teacher. She used to put me in a lot of plays and all that type of stuff. And I worked. My first year was her year of about to retire, and she said, Fatal J, can I tell you something? And I said, yeah, what's on your mind? She said, I just want to apologize to you. And I said, apologize to me for what? She said, your generation? She said, I thought y'all was bad. She said, but this generation here, she said, y'all was angels compared to them. She said, this generation is the reason why I'm retiring. And
Oh
she said, I'm
wow.
not looking back. Yeah, she told me that. I tell everybody this, man. I tell everybody, I say, if you are weak minded,
Uh-huh.
don't work for the school system. I have seen people have strokes. I'm talking about, I seen it. Have strokes on the spot, heart attacks on the spot, pass out, smooth, cold, like flop, like face plant, hit the ground, pass out because they couldn't handle a classroom. Yeah, that's that. Hey, you ever seen the movie Lean on Me?
Yes.
It's that. It's that.
I tell people, you know, when I try to train these coaches, and I'm like, people talk about, yeah, I can work with kids. No, you can't. I don't think
Okay.
the average person has no earthly idea of what it require from you to work with children.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and then what I'm seeing also is a rise in behavior issues, mainly autism and whatnot. And I don't think the awareness is where it needs to be, and how to teach these people how to deal with these children. Can you speak to that?
Uh, I treat the game like and I hate to use this expression, but I'm gonna use this expression. The way that I conduct myself in my classrooms
Hmm.
is um in a situation if you was in the same room as a hungry, vicious lion. And I tell new teachers, I tell them this, I say, what would you do if you was in a situation where you was in a room with a vicious, hungry, bloodthirsty lion? Would you get on that lion's level? Or will you come from a place of authority like that lion tamer and you stay calm, stay stern, and let your rules be known? You know? Because animals, and not saying children's animal, I'm using
Hmm.
this as an analogy.
Hmm.
When you come from a place of authority and sternness, you can get that vicious lion or that vicious bear or vicious animal to respect you or earn that animal's respect.
Hmm.
These things are possible, you know. And I take it back why I have that analogy in my head is because that same first year when I worked for the school system, um, this woman she brought her service dog to the school, and they brought the service dog to the library,
Hmm.
and I seen something just really blew my mind. This getting all this in the first year of me working in the school was mind blowing to me. So I was watching a woman trying to talk to the children about a service dog, about the service dog, and I was looking at the kids. Now the service dog the whole time he's just like this, didn't bark, didn't stick his tongue out, did nothing. He was just straight, just like this. The kids, oh, it's a dog. Can I touch it? Can I rub on it? You know? And I thought to myself, I said, this is a simple beast. This is a beast. And it is conducting itself better than human children. And a light bulb went off in my head. I said, there's something to that. It's something to that, you know? So then I started thinking to myself, I'm going to treat this situation as training animals. Now, back to what I'm saying. I'm not saying kids are animals. Now, some people out in the chat, you might be saying they are. But I'm just saying it's something to that. You know what I mean? We have to
Yeah.
train them because I'm going to be honest with you. At their homes, they're not being trained.
Right.
You remember when we was coming up? Thank you, ma'am. Please. You're welcome.
Yeah.
They don't get that at home. They don't teach the simple things at home. They don't even teach the stuff like pick that up with a fork. No, they grab it with their hand like
L-
savage beasts.
Lunchtime is the worst. You see the lack of just food etiquette. Lunchtime for me is the worst. No matter, it doesn't matter what grade they are. I just like you said. Sometimes it kind of the animal side comes out.
Lunchtime is like a bomb, a nuclear bomb go off in the cafeteria.
But
You
wait,
know,
I have a bunch of little kiddos that don't know how to open their milk cartons, and I have to go around helping them open it because their dexterity and finger core they can't open the milk cartons.
now think back when we were kindergarten. We didn't have nobody helping us.
No,
Tying our shoes, walking down the street by ourselves. When we was in kindergarten, when we was in first grade, we memorized our mom's number
yeah,
and our grandmother's number.
yeah.
I'm asking kids these days, what is your mama name? You know what they tell me? Mama. I said, that's a gosh darn shame.
He said, "No, mom."
My gosh.
Well, for me, I've I've reduced this thing down to basically we have to unlearn these kids what they learn at home, and then do it all over again the next day, and the next day, and the next day. Oh, let
You
me ask you. Go ahead.
you right. No. You exactly right. Uh, it's just like the movie Lean on Me. The way he just had to redo the whole formula, and then I have to give it to China. You know, I know these are secretly our enemies, but what China do with their children, they train their children a whole month with no education side,
Mm,
just behavior and manners.
interesting.
They teach them for a whole month this stuff. That's why when you look into those schools and you get a good glimpse of Chinese schools, them kids is just like this learning. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
There's something to that.
So, what was the moment for you that you realized you're making an impact, and you decided to say, I'm gonna come back and do this.
Uh, I went to a football game, a high school football game.
Mm.
This was a few years down the line, and uh, some of the kids that was on the field, some of the cheerleaders, the players, they said, "Oh, let's Mr. Fatal J." They saw me, and they said, "Oh, Mr. Fatal J, thank you so much." And I said, "What you taking me for?" They said, "You was mean, but we needed that." And I knew what they meant by mean.
Mhm.
You know, I was stern with them. I didn't back down for them, but I also respected them and I loved them, and they really appreciate that. It made me feel like a star out
Yeah.
there because everybody was looking at me and stuff, and the kids was real hyped up to see me. And I said, "Okay, I'm making a difference." They still remember me,
Mhm.
after years on down the line. So that felt pretty good. That felt pretty good. And what I like about it too, they keeping me up on the latest slang.
Okay. Okay.
Cause what the freak is 6'7"? I didn't. What the freak is that? They keeping me up on that stuff. They the ones that put me on to Casanai, and I didn't know these guys.
Okay.
Uh, 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 what's the boy that run real fast? I show
I show
speed.
speed.
I
Yeah.
I didn't know about them guys. So I like that I'm giving back. I like that they teaching me new slang and new stuff.
Okay. Do you think the black community does no longer wants to give back? Because I'm sure you've seen the rhetoric. Black boys are failing in this. They're last in this. They need the most help. But yet everybody talks it, but I rarely ever see it.
Brett, what you mean? What
Well,
what
I'm
you don't
asking:
see?
do our people we don't want to give back? Is that Do you see that? If you ask me, does the black community give back enough to future generations? I would say no. I would say they leave them to fight, defend off for themselves.
Oh yeah. You're right. What is our motto? When you turn 18, get the freak out my house.
Yeah.
Now, when you got other cultures will tell you this: stay as long as you need to until
Mm,
you figure out this thing called life. And that's what I admire about the Hispanic family. Really, the Hispanic family is really the last hardcore traditional family.
okay, talk about it.
Uh, yeah, because man, you might have 1,000 mother freakers living under one roof. But the cool thing about them living under one roof is just one person paying each bill. And then think about it, in a year time or 2 or 3 years time, everybody is at a position to where they can have their own house and own car because they still have that strong family traditional side to them. But with black people, you 18, get out, so I can live my life. You know,
Okay. Is that part of the dysfunction? Is the black dysfunction too much to let the kids stay past 18?
yeah, yeah. But then it's gonna come back full circle anyway, because who taking care of the children now?
Okay.
It's not the mama, it's the grandmothers.
It's a grandmother. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And guess what? Grandmother is 33.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I know a couple 40-year-old grandmothers. I just be like,
Yeah, yeah. It ain't no way why the son and the uncle is 3 years apart from each other. You know what I mean? So it
not the
is
son.
dysfunctional, but like you said, it's gonna come back full circle,
Okay.
and everybody gonna be ending up living with grandmother because, uh, and it's a weird dynamic, man, that's going on too because, uh, I deal with the behavior side
Okay.
of where I work,
Okay.
and I'm seeing a weird dynamic, man. The dynamic is this. Let's just say, uh, you got a student that's misbehaving and misbehave all the time,
Mhm.
and mama is ready to just go to the school and ready to have a good argument. Guess who is coming up there with the mom? It's the grandmother.
Okay.
Now watch this. This is real interesting. I discovered this year. You know what role that the grandmother is playing?
The role of the
The
father.
grand the grandmother is playing the role of the father now.
Okay. Okay. Huh.
We jacked up as a people, man. The mother is now the what they call a patriarch.
Yeah. She's yeah.
The grandmother is the patriarch of the family now. And when grandmother come out there, get ready for a good argument because she ready to argue down to the ground. She ready to cuss you smooth out. And her masculinity is more masculinity than a man's masculinity. You know, when a woman trying to be masculine, you know it's gonna be extra than the average man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So
why the behavior side of it? What's the appeal of it for you?
on my end,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I just I know this sounds weird, but I get a kick out of uh understanding certain behaviors. I get a kick out of getting the roughest out of the bunch, bringing them into my room and having that deep talk with them to see where their mind is at, and maybe I can just change their thought patterns a little bit because I know I'm going against what's going on at home.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen my father before. Uh, these days, I ain't never seen my mama before.
Mm.
So it's just I try to go in like Batman. You know,
Okay.
you got all these school rules and how school supposed to go, but I'm kind of like Batman in the school where I'm kind of like infiltrating, and in the shadows I'm trying to see what's really going on because
Mm-hmm.
people say they care, but people just there for a paycheck, man.
Well,
You know,
that's my next question. I've seen too many people just there for a check, and I get it, but you're not doing these kids a favor by you just showing up and just collecting the check. So, what steps do you take to prevent you burning out, and you protecting your physical well being as well, dealing with these kids?
I know it don't look like it, but I go walking at least an hour every single day.
Okay.
Uh, I make sure to take my summers. I do not do no summer school, no nothing. I need that 2 months of just me,
Okay.
of pure silence. Cause me and Slab, me and you, similar. We don't need to do no babysitting no more because consider by America's standards. Our kid is grown. Our kid
Yeah.
is grown.
Yeah.
You know. So my son, he doing his own thing. He doing good, and but I need that 2 month summer. That 2 months is vital to
Mm.
me.
Mhm.
You know, it's kind of like Goku. You know how when Goku get beat down real bad,
You gotta
and
go
he
to
have
the
to go in
chamber.
that hyperbolic time
Yeah, go to
chamber.
hypertension.
Or eat one of them sensu beans. I need to get in that chamber for 2 months before school start back. So that's how I keep. And I tell all the educators this: you have to go somewhere to free your mind. You have to have that you time, or they're gonna see you on that news body slamming somebody across the table.
Well, we see more and
I'm
more.
just kidding. Real.
Yeah. You know what's weird? When I see teachers spaz out on the kids, I don't even get mad. I'm not even mad. I'm just like, I get it. Like, I, it's like one of those. Well, you know what? You play with people for
Yeah,
long enough, and
yeah.
okay, what do you think could be implemented to help curb that? Because growing up, we never heard teachers, kids, students going at it, and now it's just, you can't go a day without seeing some footage. What is the educational system not doing?
I'm gonna let you know. Now, I don't know if you're gonna disagree or not, but what was something we was getting back when we was
The
going to school?
SWATs, yeah, the SWATs,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And guess what? They weren't bullcorning with them swats.
Hmm.
When you get them, you're gonna get them. Cause I never forget. I was going in, and my kindergarten teacher, I'd never forget this. She laid me across her lap, pulled up my little Superman drawers, and gave me a good old wedgie, and gave me 3 good ones, and I was good for the rest of the year after that. You know. Now I know a lot of people disagree, but those paddles, and then think about it. Can you remember back in the day our principals used to walk around with the paddle? Do you
Yeah,
remember that?
yeah, with
Or maybe
tape
that's just a
around it,
Texas thing.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I used to have principals walk around with the paddle, and that was all I needed to get myself straight in the classroom. You know,
Not little Jay acting up in class.
I was terrible, man. I ain't gonna lie. My mom had like I wasn't, but I was, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
yeah,
I see these kids, and I wonder, man, how was I? Did I give these teachers any grief? And
yeah. And I'm gonna tell you what else too that's really vital. The parents, the parents can be a gift or they can be a curse.
okay,
I think it seemed like when we was younger, it was a really a good relationship between teachers and parents. I can remember my mom being at the school for everything, man. And
mm,
the only time I see parents now is when they ready to jump on somebody, ready to go off on a teacher or a principal or something. So
mm.
that needs to be strong, man. That teacher, the parent community, it needs to be a community. Teachers and parents should be really like the best of friends.
Hmm.
Because we all trying to make this kid successful. We all trying to make this kid successful. So I think those are the two things that's missing in
But do
school.
you think that's the goal nowadays of the educational system? I don't think so. I don't think they're trying to churn out the best mind. You know what I'm saying? The best individuals. I just don't see that. But what say
Now,
you?
I'm gonna say this, so I won't get myself in too much trouble.
Okay.
It's all about that. You know, it's all about head counts. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's what it's all about, man.
How is
Government
your
funding.
how is your state with with the funding? Because out here we're getting a lot of programs cut slash because of funding cuts. Are you guys going through the
Oh
same thing
yeah,
as? Okay.
oh yeah, that's happening down here. I think it might be an agenda going on because I heard like private schools and stuff,
Yeah.
they're getting funding. Public schools are not. So what that tell you? It says a lot.
Mm.
And then
So
I keep hearing these boys and girls clubs, they days are number two.
yeah, yeah,
They days are number.
yeah. Wow. Hmm. It's crazy. it's rare that I get to have these talks with other another man, and because
Yeah,
I'm surrounded by women, and the men that I
yeah. It
do
ain't that
work.
many of us.
Okay, so let me ask you: is it a natural thing for women to go into education? Do you think that was the natural path, given that they are the first teachers, they're the natural nurturers of kids, or should that dynamic change a bit? Because I can remember a few years back, there was this whole push for more black male teachers, and these schools were giving out a lot of big money for black boys to come in and say, hey, major in education, we'll pay for everything. We just need more black male teachers. I don't see that anymore. But how are you seeing it?
Well, believe it or not, uh, when schools, when schools first started in America, it was nothing but male teachers.
That's right.
Yeah, it was male teachers. And hey man, it's something dope about us, about urban people, urban black males. When we become teachers, we just relate. We 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 know what's going on with them. We know how they thinking. We know what they watching. We can get on their level. You know, we definitely need uh more urban black males to be teachers, because it can be very influential for the students. But I just don't see it happening.
I don't see it
I don't
being
see it
worth
happening.
it for those coming into the industry. For what? You're underpaid.
Yeah, underpaid.
Yeah, 30-to-1 class size ratios and combative parents are like, where's the incentive to do this?
Yeah,
It's weird that with my kids, I've noticed they like to don't want to let me down. They push a little harder. They go the extra mile. It's kind of like, yeah, coach was proud of me, and that's beautiful. But I
yeah,
want to be there. Now, for the average
yeah,
person that doesn't want to be there, it's just like I'm just your babysitter kid. Really, I'm just tolerating you at this point. Um, do,
yeah.
do you see that dynamic ever changing once you're looking at the current climate of the educational system and where it's going?
If the current climate, if it continues the way it's going, you're going to see less and less. And I ain't talking about just for black male teachers. I'm talking about for anybody. Because a lot of people are thinking now, as bad as these kids are, and as terrible as these teachers are, I mean, these parents are, it's not worth it. It's not worth my health. And it's not worth the pay. So why am I in this? And it's like you said, Sly, uh, you do it because you love it. I do it because I love it.
Mhm.
You know, I try to play Superman and really try to help change at least one kid life. Because if I did that, I don't did my life work. You know,
Okay.
I don't did my job.
Okay.
But the way things are going, it's just gonna continue getting worse. It's gonna get worse.
Let me ask you: those that talk the talk that they always bring up the plight of black boys and whatever and whatnot. I never see them on the front lines. Um, I would ask them, do you even volunteer? Do you even try to mentor? It's too easy to come on this with the microphone and be like, black boy stats are in the toilet, blah 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 blah. But I rarely ever see, and I see more black men having these conversations. I'm like, but I don't see y'all out here.
Don't see them. Don't see them. And look, me and you, we the real superheroes. We the life changers. You know what I'm saying? Just because you don't see us on TV, now you see us on YouTube, but just because you don't see us on TV or nothing like that, we the game changers. You know?
Yeah.
We the ones making the difference. But these people, oh, these black boys need this. Shut up. Because all you're going to do is go home, eat a ham sandwich, and keep it moving. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Um.
So yeah, when I see people talking like that, I just roll my eyes, man.
Yeah.
I roll my eyes.
So, do you are you do you remain an optimist?
Sure. Sure, but I mean, I'm also a realist too, and
Okay.
it's just not looking good. It's just not looking good. That's why I try my best. Because as long as I'm like Michael Jackson, I'm looking at the man in the mirror and I'm trying to get him to change his ways. Now, when I first started, I admit it was a paycheck, but once I started getting deeper into it, I said, okay, I need to really try to help these children,
Hmm.
especially my black boys and
Hmm.
my black girls too, and my white ones, and so on and so forth. But let's keep it real. My black ones and my black girls, black boys, they need more. They need a little bit more attention than others.
Okay, perfect segue. For me, when I see little black boys that I haven't dealt with before, I kind of have to do like a double take, or I have to like I take a deep breath. And like I have to seriously decide do I want to engage this boy or not. Okay, not saying I'm burnt out or anything, but when it comes to little black boys, I have to like weigh the cost. Is the pros and cons? When you see little black boys you haven't engaged with, and I don't mean little, but just black boys in general, do you do a double take? Do you pause, or you actively say, "I see one, I gotta go get him. I gotta go interact with him right now."
Uh, yes, and then, but I look at myself as Yoda, okay, and I see potential in a lot of them, but then some of them is like Anakin, they far too gone,
Okay.
you know. So I have to do what I do to keep them out of the situation of spoiling the bunch. Now I tell everybody, I said, look into this crowd of kids right here. I said, you got your future doctors, your future lawyers, and then on opposed to that, you got your future drug dealers, your future murderers, your future gang bankers. That's just life, you know. So when I see that Anakin out there, I say my piece, do my job, but then at the same time, I have to keep it moving, you know.
Damn.
Hey man,
What?
that's like Anakin, man. Anakin
What?
couldn't get help.
Well, you know what? I want to tackle the Anakin thing because I think the Jedi were at fault. But what is too far gone for you? What does that look like? What does that sound like to you?
Uh, when you give choices, when you tell them the consequences of their behavior outside of the school,
Okay.
the consequences in the future, uh, you try to do things differently with them, opposed to the regular way of students, and they just not trying to hear it. And every day, this is a consistent thing of them not trying to hear it. And then that's when you have to just do what you have to do to get them to separate them from the learning environment. You
Let
know?
me play devil's advocate. So whatever I say, well, what about the success stories when you see you hear the stories of the little black boys that kept messing up for years, and yet one day kind of turned it around and became a success story? Does that not change? Do you still be like, nah, this one's too far. I can't with this one.
Uh
Because people
I've
love to bring
seen
up because people love to bring up those those type of stories where this kid he was so bad in and out da 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 da, and he look at it, he turned it around. I'm just like, that's not good enough.
yeah, and that's rare too.
Yeah.
It's really rare. It's really rare. I read this. I read this book from time to time. I read it at least once a year. It's called Outwitting the Devil by
Okay.
Napoleon Hill.
Okay.
And Napoleon Hill, he like that little boy that keep getting in trouble. He called that hypnotic rhythm. And hypnotic rhythm is like you take an action figure, put it in the toilet, flush the toilet, and then swirl. Once you in those habits, those same habits, it's hard for that action figure to make its way out of that swirl,
Hmm.
you know. And that's how I look with the kid. If I don't put all I can, to an extent, I have to stop putting all I can into that kid, because then at some point I'm wasting my time.
Is that how society should treat these children, or pockets of society? sh- okay, should you either as society give up on the child completely and just get ready to receive him in a jail cell, or certain sectors of the society say, okay, you guys can't handle it, we're the last resort, we'll take them, like we're the break glass in case of emergency.
I'm just to blow your mind. It's not society's job.
Okay. Okay.
It's the job is the parent,
Okay.
you know, because that's that same old stupid saying, but it's true. They didn't ask to be here, you know? So if you're doing what you're doing and your kid pop out of you, I think it's your job to show them the moral way or the right way to conduct themselves as a human being, you know?
Hmm.
Because all kids do. I tell kids this all the time, okay, when they acting up. I teach, I say this to a kid. I said, you can learn, you just chose not to. And I'm going to give you an example. When you was a baby, Sly, who taught you how to talk? Who taught you how to talk? This supposed
Eh,
to blow your mind.
uh, okay, my answer is
Just give me
probably
whatever pop in your head. It's not a hard one.
my
Just tell me
parents.
whatever.
I would say my
No,
parents.
sir.
Okay.
No, sir. It's not your parents. You taught yourself how to talk.
Okay, we'll talk. Break it down, sir. Break it down.
I'm just saying, your mama didn't jump inside your body and make you start talking. Your daddy didn't jump inside your body
Okay,
and make you start
I
talking.
see where you're going. Okay.
You listen to your mama talking. You listen to your daddy talking. Then you say, but and you was trying to talk, and eventually you said your first word. That
Okay.
was you.
Okay.
You learned. So I tell the kids at the school, I said, how did you go from a baby, and let's just pick a grade, yeah, let's say fifth grade. You get to fifth grade and you chose to stop learning, and instead of learning, you chose to act up like a baby. So what you doing is going backwards. The baby you was willing to learn and open to learn, but the fifth grade you say I'm done with life and I want to go back to being a baby.
That was
And
deep.
when I tell them
Okay.
that they just like this, you know, it blow their mind, you know.
I wasn't ready for that. Okay, you went all Kanye on me. I was like, oh shit. Okay. Okay.
Hey man, I've
Okay.
been doing this for 11 years, man.
Right,
I've been doing.
man. I can tell. Shit, I can tell. I can tell.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. How has your job helped you relate to your kids, or has it made you help make you a better parent?
It really has, man. It really has. Is I don't got out of that urban thinking, the
Okay.
way to raise a child,
Okay.
and I really listen. I listen. I do more listening than telling,
Mm-hmm.
telling you what to do. Cause
Mm-hmm.
think about it, in urban people houses, all they doing is telling their kids what to do. Now, don't get me wrong. As parents, you do tell your kids what to do, but how many times do we sit back and just listen? You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's rare.
Should future parents be managed? Should it be mandatory to work in a school system, to work as a coach, to work as a volunteer, to see? Should they have to actually work or deal with the schooling system to get a better grasp before they become parents? Or you know what I'm saying? Like some countries, you need to go to the military for 2 years. Some countries, you should do this for 2 years to help better to be a better productive citizen in society.
That's a good idea, but I think parents need to learn to be parents.
Okay.
What I mean by that, it's a lot of parents don't know how to parent. They don't know what good parenting look like. Like I think they should go to parenting classes.
Okay.
A lot of people just don't understand how to be parents.
What does that look like though? What does a good parent look like?
I'll give you a small example. Taking your kid and giving them the iPad and letting them be the babysitter, that's not good parenting.
Okay. Fair enough.
And I mean, that's the iPad is the parent now. You know what I mean?
Uh huh.
You know, that's why you have guys like Mr. Pipes because you, you sitting up there on the cell phone and on the iPad 24/7. Nothing is hidden from you. You remember when we was coming up, we had to search for these things,
Yes.
like really deep dive for this stuff. And sometimes you may not ever find it. Cause I remember, and I hate to use this example, but remember when the R. Kelly popped up on the internet?
Yeah.
The R. Kelly
The first tapes. Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah,
had
yeah,
to
yeah.
really deep dive to find that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Or you knew the bootleg man. If you didn't know the bootleg man, you had to go on LimeWire or
You
Kazaa
had to
and
go to
really.
LimeWire.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
think about it. LimeWire gonna take you what? About a whole hour to download a whole video? And
And then
sometimes that video ain't gonna even download.
or you had to
So
get in
that's my
line in the
point.
queue.
But
Yeah, yeah,
now the
yeah, yeah,
kids
yeah.
now the kids now they can just do and it's boom. It's there. You know?
Okay, but isn't that the natural progression? The more technological the society becomes, it's just it's a, should you be shocked at this point that the parents use the technology to help raise the kids?
I'm shocked that they're doing it. I'm shocked that they're using it. Man, you have situations where kids get so mad that their parents tell them to get off the PlayStation that they delete their parents
Yeah.
because they totally desensitized from just hours of just watching whatever they watching or hours of being on uh Call of Duty.
Call of Duty. I think Call of Duty has done irreparable damage to
It's done
kids. I don't.
damage to our society, man. Damage. It's done damage, man. And I mean, that's just a small example of what I mean by parents just need to really take time. Remember just the small things. Remember we used to watch the Cosbys and
Yeah.
they would all sit down and eat together?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
small things, man.
Yeah. I
Sit
can't.
down and watch a movie together.
Right. Right.
That stuff is vital, you know? People don't sit at the table and eat together no more. Now, with my family, we make sure to do that every Sunday, but we don't do that throughout the week, even
Mm-hmm.
that, you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then think about it when you eating your food, little Johnny, how did you do in school today? How your grades looking? You want to know what they life is all about.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get that no more. Everybody on the PlayStation, everybody on the cell phone, everybody watching love and hip hop, you know, just
Well,
buffoonery.
it's funny that we're having this conversation and we got Toy Story 5 coming out exploring that very concept, technology versus the old toys, and how
Yeah.
the kids are immersed in it. I guess the only thing for me, the only good thing I would say with the technology is, like you said, the kids keep me up on the slang, the trends, the newest drugs, what they're doing, the newest behaviors, whether I agree with it or
Yeah.
not. Without these kids, I'm clueless, and now I
Yeah,
know
because
what
I
to look
had to
out for.
suspend the kid 3 days because he said when I see him, I'm gonna pull out the blicky. And I said, dang, what's the blicky? And when he explained it to me, I said, you got 3 days suspension, man. You got 3 days. You got to go home. And you lucky I'm giving you 3 days because really that's you going to alternative school.
Hmm.
I didn't know what a blicky was. He said, I'm gonna
That's a
pull out
pretty
the blicky.
that's a pretty old term, you know.
I wasn't on that though.
Okay,
I wasn't on that, you know. But this was a year ago. When did Blicky come out? That's been older than a year.
that's a way older than that's old. That's Blicky
Okay,
for
that
for
must be
me.
East Coast though.
Yeah, that's 90s. A Blicky, Toaster, Ratchet.
That's
Um,
right. That's right.
yeah,
That's right.
yeah,
I guess it's coming back though, because the young generation saying it now.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
because I know
Everything we
New York say toasters, hammers.
yeah.
Uh, okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, TikTok has recycled all of the old societal
TikTok is the
norms.
new destroyer too now.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I have sent so many kids home doing TikTok dances, like in the bathrooms and all that type of stuff. They don't even put school cell phones are banned in my school.
Okay.
Yeah. So TikTok is another destroyer. And ain't it funny that TikTok is used in China to educate, but in America, TikTok is used for buffoonery and
Yeah.
useless information? Because that was so true from Boondocks. What Riley? Nah, what was the smart one? What was the black one? The black power one?
Huey was the pro black.
Huey.
Yeah, yeah.
Huey said cell phones is ninja technology. Every day we just learning useless information.
But you know what's funny though? I have a bunch of Rileys, but they get it.
Yeah.
They just go about it in a different form of fashion. You know.
Yeah.
I'm not so quick to throw the babies out with the bathwater, but I agree you should know your limits as a person and what you're willing to put up with the kid. And can you speak to going back to the animal analogy? I tell people kids can smell fear. Like for my new coaches, I'm like, listen, they can smell it on you, and please,
they like Cobra Kai when they say no mercy, show no mercy.
Yeah,
I have seen kids like you had this little nervous guy that's a substitute, and when they see him going in nervous, they will rain hellfire on him. And I seen a situation where they did that, and the guy ran out the room crying, and I had to get onto the whole class, and I said, "Why did y'all do that?" And one of the little boys, he said, "We wanted to break him, and we broke him." And I said, "Damn." Now these are elementary kids talking like this.
See, I'm not surprised.
He said, "I wanted to break him, and we broke him." They wanted to break him. That's like grown folks talking, man.
Exactly. Yeah. Listen, I don't unless they're TK first, second graders. If they're third grade and up, I talk to them like adults, like because.
You ever seen the show Recess?
Nah, I've heard of it. Nah. Oh shit! Here we go.
Go and watch that joint because chat. Go watch that joint. It's a Disney old cartoon called Recess, and whoever wrote that show knew about kids. And the funny thing about it is they got like it's different sects of, and when I say sex, I'm talking about SECTS.
Yeah.
Okay, it's different sections. Like the kindergartners are like just wild savage animals. Okay, the fifth graders like the cool kids, and you got your nerds and all that. But the kindergartners. I don't see kindergartners bring down teachers, man. Kindergartners.
They're so blunt and upfront with they don't have no tact. No, they don't know what tact, decorum. They don't know what that is. They just like, listen, your breath stinks. Why is your nose hairs long and why is your head? I mean, just no filter.
But sometimes I hit them back, and when I say hit them back, I throw it back at them. You ugly,
got to.
You know.
Like, look, you got.
And then when I do that, they like, you can't say. I said, well, you can't say that either. You know, what you mean?
That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm gonna have to check that out. I've heard of it. I just never
watched that joint. Whoever made that cartoon, they worked at a school. It's no way they didn't work at a school.
Yeah.
And they just show you the mentality of kids when you watch that show. Very entertaining little cartoon. It's called Recess.
Last question before we transition. For society that wants to shun the bad kids, I say that's a mistake because, like you said, it comes back around. At some point, God forbid, you have to deal with a kid that was discarded by society, and he's angry and he's violent, and he sees something that you have. Now you don't know this kid, you never impacted this kid, but society said we're done with you. And at some point, somebody has to have some dealings with this kid. What do you say to that?
I still say, man, it go back to the parenting. Let me give you an example. It was a kid that he was giving everybody the blues, full blown cussing, ripping stuff off the wall. He never did hit nobody, but he was just real destructive. Flip tables over, break stuff. His mom was just, I hate to say it, but she was a wretched swine of a woman. Just diabolical, just should never been called a mother.
Okay.
Now this is a little black kid. Uh, Government came in, uh, took away three of her kids. Said these kids need to be in a nice, clean family home. Uh, the the boy that I was mentioned uh, got adopted by white parents.
Oh shit! Here we go.
Now, but watch this though, just to blow your mind. Do you know that kid once he got into that household, he didn't get in trouble ever since then.
I can believe it.
Ever since then.
Okay, does that speak to the white parents or the structure and the environment the white parents provided?
It's not the parent. I mean, it's not the skin. It's the parenting. The parenting is crucial. Just think back with you and your wife and your daughter. You was there. You had rules. It had structure. It had love. That's important to a kid. All kids are sponges. They're just gonna do what they see. I truly believe don't nobody coming in this world bad or evil or whatever. They just soaking up what they seen. I mean, I'm pretty sure, and your daughter probably don't want probably admit this, but she act like you or act like your wife
Yeah.
because she just didn't have a choice. She soaked that up, like a sponge. So that's why I say it always starts at home. It always starts at home.
The only thing I would ever disagree with,
Society is just gonna do what they have to do. Society don't care because they got their own problems. So when little man who been having these consistent problems, all they gonna do is bust him upside the head with a billy club, drag him into that cell, and he gonna become a number.
the only thing I would disagree with you on is the kids. No kids are born evil. I wholly disagree. There are some children. It doesn't matter. That's their. That is just what they were created to do. Chaos and destruction. Okay, so let's take the Julio Fulio case. The gate right kid. Everyone's making all the. I don't say they're making excuses for him. They're like, but how could he? How could he? He came from such a good home and all this and that. And I'm like, that was the path he was born to be on.
Now you're right. There are exceptions, but he got influenced by something. What I mean when I mean nobody is born evil. I'm talking about as soon as he come out of his mama's whatever.
666, bro. I'm sorry. I'm
You
sorry.
think as soon
He
as
in the
they
mirror
come
looking
out?
like he in the mirror. And he sees the 666, and the music is playing in the background.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, and he runs out the. I'm talking that. There are chill. I'm sorry, bro. I've I've come across some future murderers. Yes.
I and I have too. I have too, and I'm talking about future murderers at kindergarten and first grade.
Yes. Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
but I still say they had to been influenced by something. Something had to be constantly on their brain to say murder, 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 kill, kill.
Okay.
You know what
How
I'm
about
saying?
how about a predisposition? And once they get exposed to a certain element, that predisposition kicks in, and then there's no going back. Is that fair enough to say?
Yeah, I can see that too. I can see that too. Something could click because you're right. You got to think too. Genetics can play a big role in certain things too.
Hmm.
Just look at our genetics. We probably act like an ancestor that lived 200 years ago
Yeah.
because that's just in our genetics. I was doing something the other day that I didn't even know my dad did, you know, because that's just in me. But I still say yes, you have your exceptions. But I truly believe that kid needed to be influenced by something
Okay.
before they turn that way.
So when you see the still image of him on the hood of the car with the rifle, you know what I'm
You
saying?
talking about the kid Julio Fulio?
Yeah. The Sean Gatewright kid.
And
you know,
then they got that other little boy too. You know that other little boy that was killing people. Uh,
yeah,
Tupac was doing an interview and they had him on the wall. Remember when Tupac was in prison?
that's
What was
right.
that little boy name?
Um,
That little boy was killing a lot of people too. Dang. Chad, what was that little boy name? Dang. I think even Denzel Washington talked about him.
okay,
But he was like 9 years old, murking a lot of people in I want to say New York. You got your exceptions. I give you that. You got your exceptions.
but I don't think they are exceptions. I think it happens. I think it happens more often than we care to. You know what I'm saying? Once you go down that rabbit hole, it's like, oh my god, this happens way more often. It's either underreported or it's reported and doesn't get the news coverage, or the social media doesn't get behind it and push the story. But I think this happens way more than than what we're seeing.
What we do with those children?
Well, now it would depend on what's this. Are we living in Sparta? I mean, goddamn it. You know what I'm saying?
I knew what you were thinking.
Hey, yes, bro, I'm a eugenicist, man. Come on, man. But I seen some of the cutest little silver cap kids.
You was the mother freaker on the beginning of 300 when he was expecting.
I'm expecting the baby. Yeah. Listen, Jay. I got some of the cutest, and I mean the most adorable silver cap kids. Adorable, but they are demons. Do you understand me? You know, at the end of Damien, right, when the daddy picked him up and he's walking off with him, and Damien's looking at the camera and he's smiling. I got them.
Yeah. Hey,
but they're adorable.
Look, Sly, don't nobody know like you know, like I know, bro. I never forget my first year of working at the school. Now I tried to, try to add my little sense in where this little boy he would act it up in the principal office. The principal couldn't handle it. So I stepped in there and I say, hey, little boy, if you don't stop, I'm going to call your mom. He said, call my motherfucking mama. He said, you think I give a... And held this up. Held this up with both fingers in the air like Tupac. And you know what? That blew my mind so bad, I got scared because I didn't know what to do. Bro, when he said, call my motherfucking mama, I was stunned. And then when he threw both birds in the air and walked off, my gosh, what have I walked into? What's that song? I know you know it because you don't put me on to a lot of rock bands. Welcome to the jungle. That played in the back of my head. Axl Rose. Man, we live in a rough world, man. With rough children.
Wait, Jay, how did he tell you again?
Man, I got scared, man. I didn't know what to do. He said, call my mother and mama. I said, my God. And held this up. I said, wow. I said, wow. Bro, I'm in tune for a long year. My gosh.
I'm curious. How is he doing nowadays?
I don't know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Hey, Jay, you remember me? Hey, you remember me? You said you gonna call my motherfucking mom.
I'm gonna start running. Some kids you just can't talk to, man. Okay. Is it safe to say we seen it all? We seen it all working at schools, man.
Yes, I had a young girl, Mexican girl, troubled background. I've seen it, reports. I've seen the abuse. Push one of her classmates in front of a moving vehicle. We put the school on lockdown. Yeah, we were on lockdown for that shit. Yeah. And I coached this girl. I was like, oh my God, So.
Hey y'all, people in the chat, it's not for the weak.
It is. Hey, ain't no punks in education. I don't care what nobody says. There's no punks in education.
And then that's the thing about it, man. I hate to say it, society, but y'all need to give educators a little bit more respect for what we do.
Okay.
Because it's like we go to war every day.
Mm-hmm.
We going to war every day. We battling minds, combative minds. And I'm not just speaking on children. I'm speaking on parents too. You know, so I think educators need a little bit more respect because we the real life superheroes. You know, we the real Iron Man, Batman, whatever. We are, man. We heroes.
Well, speaking of heroes, this is the official transition now. Yeah, have you gone to see He-Man yet?
My homeboy, now this guy like everything. Now he told me last week Mandalorian Grogu was trash. Now he
Okay.
like everything, and I didn't believe him, so I went to go see that. It was terrible. He was right.
Okay.
Now he telling me He Man is not what he expected. Now he a hardcore He Man fan. I seen all of He Man, but I wasn't really just on He Man like that.
Yeah.
Uh, so just based off him saying it's not what he expected, I'm gonna see it on $5 night on Tuesday.
I think you'll like it. I think you'll like it. I
Okay.
think you'll like it. Yeah.
Yeah, because you pretty much know me long enough to know what I like and what I don't like. And
Yeah.
you enjoyed it though?
I did. I did. Jared Leto for me steals this movie, and I hate what's going on with him in the studio behind the scenes. I don't hate. I love Jared Leto as an actor. Like he's one of the best method actors. When he gets into a role, he's locked in, and I'm just like,
I tell everybody that. Everybody said no, Jared Leto trash.
he's
Jared
not.
Leto when he want to, and I tell everybody. They said, well, what role? Go back and watch Texas Buyers Club. Ain't that the
Yeah,
name of the movie?
that's what put him on the map. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Did he ever get a
I think he was
Oscar or
nominated.
something?
I think he was nominated for.
Yeah, he
I'll
needed
look it
to
up.
be
I'll look it up
nominated
while
for
you
that.
talk.
Now that Tron, uh,
I like
that
Tron
Tron,
Ares. I liked it.
nah.
No,
Now that's where we definitely disagree. That Tron Ares was trash on top of trash.
okay, because of whom though?
It wasn't who, it was all of it.
It was a bad movie, right?
It was bad.
Okay, do we agree that Morbius was a bad movie?
Which one?
Morbius.
Yeah, it was bad. The vampire
Okay,
movie.
so it's not Jared Leto's fault per se, right?
I'm not blaming Jared Leto. I'm blaming all of it.
Right.
Yeah.
My response to everybody that hates Jared Leto, I'm like, they always bring up Morbius. They bring up
Joker.
yeah, and I'm like, a bad movie is a bad movie, and I like Jared Leto as a Joker. We didn't get to see enough of him.
I think Jared Leto could have took it to the next level, but the tattoos though. Was you feeling the tattoos?
The more I listen to David Ayer talk about his version of the Suicide Squad and his cut, then I'm like, okay, I see why his Jared's Joker looked the way and acted the way he did. We got robbed of his character development. Because once again, if you're going to be a DC fan, you should get used to studio interference, management interfering. That's what they've done since the 80s.
Yeah.
I hate how people just blame Jared Leto. Jared Leto is a phenomenal actor.
Yes, he is.
And
I said this is day one. That Jared Leto, his acting chops, he top tier.
Yeah,
He top tier.
I think you'll like He-Man. I loved it just for him. I could watch a whole Skeletor movie with him, just about Skeletor.
Dope.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, dope.
Yeah,
But what about the new boy? Because I've never seen nothing with him. The guy that played He-Man.
I don't like
He
him,
not it?
dog. I ain't feeling him, man.
See, I could tell. It's just something about him. I could tell we ain't gonna hear about him in the future on anything. This would to me, this probably was his biggest thing he was gonna ever have. I don't think we're gonna see him no more.
Maybe in a different role, but I'll say this: he was a very good Prince Adam. I felt like because he didn't have no training in the movie, so he was a big goofy, big weak goofy white boy for the most part. Big country fed white boy with no situational awareness. You know what I'm saying? So that part of his acting, that character, cool. But as He-Man, he wasn't. He had size, but he wasn't fucking cut up and jacked and shit like Dolph was in '87. Like you're gonna be He-Man.
Did a good job,
man. If you're gonna be He-Man, I better see veins on top of muscles, muscles in your neck.
Dolph Lundgren, man, he don't get enough respect in my book.
He doesn't. He doesn't.
He was a cold Punisher. Did you
Yeah.
ever see that Punisher?
I loved his version. Those are my him and who's the other guy? Oh, I forget his name. Thomas Jane.
I
Are
know
my
you
two
talking
favorite
about.
Punishers. Two hands
Yeah,
down. Yeah.
yeah. Cause I mean, I'm feeling old boy that's the Punisher now, but I just was only feeling that first season he was in, that Punisher first season.
Yeah.
I didn't feel
Yeah.
that second one was kind of trash. But they said that new Punisher good. I haven't seen it yet though.
I've watched I don't know one episode. I'm just like I've seen enough of him. Like I like John Bernthal. He's cool. Like he can pull it off.
Yeah,
But if you're not gonna put him in an R-rated Punisher movie, which is why I kind of like Ray Stevenson only because it was R-rated.
Ray Stevens.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ray
Uh,
Stevens was another one of them top tier actors too.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like Ray Stevenson. But He Man, okay, I'll check it out.
I think you'll like it
I,
more than you would care to admit. I think you'll have a good time with it.
it's gonna get punished in the box office though.
It's ass whoop.
Cause think about how many movies is dropping this month alone. Scary Movie, Disclosure Day, Supergirl,
Supergirl.
something else dropped.
And
Mando and Grogu. Now I'm not saying that's competition. I'm just saying that's a big fight
yeah.
for June.
Yeah.
Toy Story drops.
And then at Toy Story, we got Moana.
Toy Story is gonna win the battle.
Hey, Disney always that's why I hate Disney. Disney will give you all the DEI slop, all the wokety, and then come out with a Toy Story 5 and just who say something. Man, I got shit to say. Y'all did that.
Have you noticed the franchises on the cartoons, the video game
God of War.
cartoons,
Yeah.
all that stuff is now the big deal. Like it seems like the comic book stuff is starting to kind of die down,
Yeah.
and now all the video game stuff and all the Disney Pixar, all that type of stuff, that's what's killing it in the box office now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, don't you see it as a natural progression? I mean, they've milked everything. So why would you not go to the video games? I mean, God, GTA. Can you imagine a GTA movie? A rated R GTA movie? What?
I'm there. First night. I'm there.
Yeah. Deadpool.
Yeah,
what?
there.
No, we this GTA.
Ooh, and
Vice
you know
City.
what? Don't let them do like the games in order. And then we get to a point where we get to San Andreas. Do you know how many black people will feel up there?
You cannot mess that up. There's no way. You cannot listen. You don't have to do no IP for another 15 years. Just GTA.
Yeah.
You cannot mess that up.
That'll be the next Marvel. That'll be the next MCU if they did that, man. It's probably coming too.
Are you going to go see Supergirl?
I'm a DC head. You know I am. Now, Sly, I know. You warn me about Superman.
Where's the gift
And
where
you want me the whole
Shaq
time.
takes off his glasses? Where y'all going?
I gotta see it. I gotta see it, man. I'm a DC head, man. I'm a DC head. I gotta see it. 9 times out of 10, would it be trash? I'm pretty sure. But it might surprise me. I don't know. But I'm gonna put it like this: my expectations is real low,
Okay.
very low.
Let me ask you this. I'm hearing rumblings. It's still rumblings. Man of Tomorrow might get Batgirled. Are you hearing that? Could you see that happening?
Nah.
You don't think so?
No, I'm gonna tell you why. James Gunn is actually smart with making these films. He keeping the budget so low. He keeping the budget low on these films. You know, so he gonna easily make his money back. But and that's gonna be the thing for the future. That's why Lanterns look like the way it do. That's why Amanda Tomorrow look the way it do. Supergirl look the way it do. They're not going all out on these superhero films no more.
Oh my God. I was so hyped for Lanterns, and then I saw that first trailer, and then they trolled the people. Like,
Yeah. And that's the thing about Lanterns. I can understand why people pissed off. They putting the suits on.
I thought it was you put the ring on.
When have Lanterns put suits on?
That's new to me. But that's what happens when you bring in people that don't care. They're just there for a check.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. So, as a DC head, I'm gonna watch it, but my stuff is low. It's real low.
You're a
It's
glutton
low
for punishment.
expectation.
You like okay. You like the abuse. I get it. I get it.
I,
I get. I get it. It's okay.
yeah, yeah, I guess so. I guess so. But yeah, James Gunn, you're trash, sir. You
Super.
trash. Yeah, he
Okay.
trash, man.
Does it make you go back and look at his old stuff with Marvel with a different lens? Are you going? Do you go back and watch the first two Guardians and be like, you know what, this wasn't very good to begin with?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm like that with probably 95% of Marvel films.
Really?
Yeah, once I watch them, I'm done. Yeah, I don't really just go back and watch that stuff no more.
Not
I,
even
I go back. I go back and watch the weird stuff, like Doctor Strange 2. I
okay.
love that movie, man.
Really?
Yeah, when he was fighting him with piano keys, with
Yeah.
piano notes, that was clever to me.
Yeah.
I
So
go
you
back
don't.
and watch the weird stuff. Logan, even though that's
Okay.
not MCU, I
Okay.
love that film.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
So you
but
don't. You don't.
going back and watching Iron Man and no, I
Damn,
don't
not
got
even
no
the
interest.
first. Wow. Not even
One
Civil
and done.
War. Oh.
And I'm gonna blow your mind again. You know why I go back and watch Marvel wise? This is to blow your mind. Eternals. I told you, man. I go back and watch the weird ones, man. I go back and watch the weird ones.
I'm
Now
gonna
on
have
the
to
DC side of things, I go back and watch Man of Steel all the time.
all
I go
day.
back and watch. I go back and watch BVS, the director's cut
Director's
all the
cut.
time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I
Yes,
go
sir.
back and watch Snyder cut all the time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But MCU, it just like Fantastic Four was a great film, but I
I
would never
liked it.
watch it again.
Never
I'd never
again.
watch it. Yeah.
So is it more for if a movie has replay value? That's a to me is that to you the standard of a good or a great film if you can go back and watch it?
But to me, most Marvel films, even the good ones, just don't have replay value to me.
Not even Winter Soldier.
I'll watch Winter Soldier probably next year.
Okay, not Black Panther, the first one.
Oh yeah, now I'll watch that one.
Okay,
But I wore that out so much,
I feel you.
I don't care to see it no more either. Like when I got the DVD and everything, and I watched that probably like 10 times in a row.
Hmm.
But now I'm burnt off on watching that.
Okay,
And then Black Panther 2 really put a bad taste in my mouth. You know?
same here. Same here. Same here.
Yeah.
Who
But
who was the who was the black exec that put it in Ryan Coogler's ear to go that in that direction with Black Panther 2?
his name at the tip of my tongue, and that dude is, oh man, he's gone.
He's going right. They got
Uh,
rid of him. Okay.
the only the only reason why he's still there because he's not doing anything with Marvel. He's only there because he got something to do with Black Panther 3, and then he's out.
Okay.
But he played a big role in them not recasting T'Challa.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't remember his name. Biracial guy.
Well, I thought he was fully black. I didn't know. I didn't think he was
No, I
biracial. I
think
remember the
I,
I remember the clip of him being,
his name is Nate something. It's
Nate or
Nate
Nathan.
something.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
Let me see, Black Panther.
It's
Nate
always our own people.
Nate Moore. His name Nate
Moore.
Moore.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I mean he could be full black, but I see him. He got the look like he got the snow bunny wife.
Oh, see.
He gave me biracial vibes. You know, he got biracial vibes, but he could be fully black.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna put him in the biracial. Yeah. Now, who we kidding, man? He too light. I mean, if he light skinned, listen. When I see light skinned black, you're not black. I'm weird like that because we all know the darker you are, the more
Yeah,
pure your bloodline is. Like same thing with the dogs, flowers,
yeah.
anything when it comes to genetics. The lighter you are, the further away you've gotten from the original source. So what are we talking about?
That's kind of deep what you just said, man.
I mean, I try, bro.
Because
I'm trying to.
when I was younger, they try to make black people feel like they darker skin was bad, but our darker skin is what keep us young looking if we take care
Jay,
of ourselves.
how many black folk I argue with that don't want to go tanning in the summer? You want to get darker? Why? What?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Why you want to be so dark? What?
Yeah, yeah. Our melanin is like a superpower. You take care of yourself, you're gonna look like you in your 20s for a long time.
Yeah, man. Listen, the white women,
Yeah,
Mexican women, they're like, oh, I love your skin. And, I'm like, bitch, don't touch
yeah,
me. But okay,
yeah,
I ain't trying to
yeah,
get me
yeah,
too. What the fuck?
yeah, yeah, yeah. You right about that, though.
Okay, current state of Hollywood, everything we know that's in production right now, all the direction that these IPs are going in. Are you happy? No. Are you still as engaged now that we know more behind the scenes stuff with how this process works and what their thought patterns are and what their agendas are? Are you more engaged and more like, okay, I want to see this thing all the way through, or are you just like, man, I gotta cover it just because I gotta cover it?
Man, that don't got to a point where I'm just reading books now and
Really?
going back to watching older stuff.
Okay.
You know, uh, just look at the state of Star Wars for an example. Man, can you remember when they had people actually camping outside
Yeah.
in tents to get their first ticket for when they started selling Star Wars? Star Wars was like a religious day when the movie dropped.
Yeah.
And they made it real special too because Star Wars only dropped like once every 10 years or something.
Every generation you get a
But
new one.
this
Yeah.
slop here, the way Star Wars is headed, the way MCU is headed, the way DC is headed, it's just not fun no more. It's not interesting. Man, when I watch Man of Steel, I wanted to be Superman. Do you think I want to be this clown here? You know, I think the last real big epic film on the superhero genre side was Black Panther
Yeah.
and Infinity War.
Okay. Yeah.
That was like the height, the peak. Now, unfortunately, DC never had that peak. Even though DC has a slew of great films, even going all the way back to uh, Michael Keaton Batman,
Yeah.
uh, the original Superman. Dang, how I forget the original Superman name? How
Richard
did I
Richard
forget his name?
Donner. He was
No, that's
and
the
they.
director.
Oh yeah.
How did I forget his name?
Oh, Christopher Reeve.
Christopher Reeves.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, you ever get the donor cut of that second Superman movie?
I want to see it. I.
Man, you got to see that. That's cold.
Okay. Is it on
It
HBO
got it
Max?
got it got the dad in there. The guy.
Oh, Marlon Brando.
Marlon Brando was in that joint. Because when I watched the second one, I always wondered where was Marlon Brando? Why was the wife on there? He's in the cut, the donor's cut.
Which streaming app did you watch it on?
No, I bought it. It's on
Oh.
Amazon. It's worth the buy too.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, get that donor cut, man. You'll
Okay.
love it if you're a DC head.
Listen, I'm not a fair weather DC head, but I'm the type of person, if you don't give me what I want and you tell me F me to my face, then I'm here to burn everything you do after that to the ground. I think that's where people go wrong with these IPs, and you want to boycott what they're doing. Don't support nothing. DC fans were right to reject Blue Beetle. You were right to reject Shazam after Henry said, "Hey, I'm no longer being Batman." Anything after that,
Superman.
yeah, you don't support. No, fuck, burn it to the ground.
But you a Snyder head though.
Listen, get that man and let him tell his story.
Uh
What else do you
yeah.
have?
Yeah.
You have an instant built-in fan base.
What went wrong though after the Snyder cut? The hype was so high.
Even
What
after
happened?
BBS, when his daughter died, and the
I
Justice
know his
League.
daughter died, but what I'm saying is during COVID, and then the announcement of the Snyder, the hype was so high.
I'll tell you what
That was
happened.
only
I have a theory. When Christopher Nolan was mad at DC or Warner Brothers for not whatever,
oh
once Nolan left, all the protection Nolan gave to Zack was gone. That's my
yeah,
theory.
because he was kind of like Zack. He the
Nolan
one that
brought
kind
him
of made.
in.
He made Man of Steel fire. Christopher
Yeah,
Nolan made. Yeah,
yeah. Nolan, Goyer, Zack. Once you piss
Goyer.
off
Yeah,
Nolan, he's like, I got one more movie to give y'all, and I'm out. And then all the
yeah.
protections that were afforded to Zack were removed.
You know who I think messed it up for everybody too?
Who that?
And you was to bust out laughing though. That damn Ray Fisher. Using that black folk stuff, man. He should have just shut up. He ain't gonna blow up off anything else. What is Ray Fisher doing right now?
He's currently on Broadway.
What is Ray Fisher doing right now?
Okay, had he not exposed, God damn it,
What
man.
is Ray Fisher doing right now?
Had he not exposed Walter Hamada, how much different do you think it would have been?
I think
now-
it would have been better.
Okay, because Ray Fisher said what he said, and that woman came out and said, well, yeah, he was harassing me. Remember, she filed a lawsuit against Walter Hamada because Ray Fisher said, no, Ray Fisher's a creep. I mean, Walter Hamada's a creep. He's a Weinstein type of guy. And that's when that white woman said, yeah, me too. He was doing this to me. And she filed a lawsuit against Hamada right before he got out of there.
Slide, let me blow your mind real quick and real fast. What was Ray Fisher accusing him of? Exactly. You don't know either, do you?
I thought it was racism.
We don't know why or what he was accusing him of.
I thought it was a racial thing, honestly.
But what was it?
I don't know.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Exactly. Because all that, what was the hashtag for Ray Fisher? Free Ray Fisher or something like that? And I'm sitting back thinking all these months, this fool ain't told us nothing.
No civil suit, no lawsuit, no nothing.
No, nothing. No sentence. He didn't say, because what the director was the guy that did the first Avengers and Buffy. What was his name?
Joss Whedon.
He was accusing Joss Whedon of improper behavior or whatever. Yep. But you never said what he did. I was waiting for months for him to tell us what did Joss Whedon do. And when they asked Ray Fisher, he know what he did. Bro, come on, man. If you just trying to come up, just say you trying to come up. So that's why I think stuff like that, Snyder Cut ain't coming back as much as I wanted to.
Really?
Think about it. Ray Fisher is definitely out. They don't want to deal with him no more.
You can recast him.
Ezra Miller, we don't know where that fool is at.
Okay, wait. Let me stop you there. I like him as the Flash. Okay. I like him as the Flash.
And that's good. But what I'm saying is, where is Ezra Miller? Nowhere to be found, right? No. The best Batman of all time.
Now.
Old as dirt.
He's not too old.
What? Have you Googled that?
Wait, which Batman we talking about?
I'm talking about your boy. My boy. Batflick.
Yeah, okay. He ain't too old. What you talking about?
Man, Affleck is old, man. Affleck is old. Affleck is done.
Let me see.
Look his age up. Look at, type in 2026 Affleck.
He is.
And tell me, dude.
Oh, shit, let me see his age. He's not too old, bro. I'm sorry. He's not. He's 53. He's 53. Perfect.
Is done, man.
Perfect. This is perfect. This is right up his alley.
Affleck is done, man.
Man, listen. When they leaked the script of the Batman Deathstroke, man, if you don't make this motherfucking movie, quit playing with us.
Okay, let me give you another one. Gal Gadot is done.
Best Wonder Woman ever.
That first one was fire. That second one was hot boo boo hot trash.
I don't even mention 84. She's still the best Wonder Woman ever.
Okay. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not going against you. I'm just, remember I told you in the beginning of this stream, I'm also a realist.
Yeah.
My belief, what I think Snyder should go with is a Snyder Cut uh, a Justice League 2 or Justice League 3 highly budget animation with the voices of the actors.
I don't want animation, man. I want to
It's
see
gonna
this shit
cost
like.
too much. It's gonna cost too much, man. Think about it? Calvin gonna want too much. That was Calvin main problem with his other shows. Uh, Affleck gonna want too much. Gal Gadot gonna want too much, and you gotta find Ezra Miller, and they don't want to deal with Ray Fisher. It's
I think
just
enough. I think enough time has passed with Ray and possibly Ezra.
so you saying recast Neil?
I'm saying America or Hollywood in general is in favor of comeback stories. And we've known too many. Robert Downey Jr. is probably one of the most famous comeback stories. Like he's the poster child of second chances, third chances. Like Hollywood loves that type of shit, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think enough time has passed with Ray for sure, because that's a whole another regime he was under, right? And then with Ezra, he paid his debt to society. You understand? Like he's still his version of Flash. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoy him as Flash.
You like the Flash movie?
I did like it, even though with all I saw they were trying to go with it. It's not perfect. It was watchable.
I didn't like. I only watched it for the ending.
Okay.
When they were in that battlefield.
Yeah.
Desert. That was tight.
I liked it because I wanted to see. You can see where the different edits and cuts where it's like, oh, that's where they were gonna go. Oh, that's where they made a change there. Oh, and then see all the old other Supermen come back. And that was beautiful shit. Like seeing the cage, CGI. You know, I was like, okay, they tried, but that was fucking James Gunn. And oh my god, he's disgusting.
The only time I really liked Ezra was in Snyder Cut. That's the only thing. That's the only thing I really rock with him on.
I'll tell you that
I didn't really like the Flash movie.
Okay, as a Snyder DC head, all I want. Justice League 2 and 3. Let them finish the story with Darkseid, and give me the Batfleck Deathstroke movie, and I'll leave you alone.
You don't want the air cut?
Yes, give us the air cut. Yeah, you got to. That's Mando.
Yeah,
Mando.
Because the air cut is closely with what Zack Snyder was trying to do.
Yeah.
And but I'm gonna say it was one big failure that I think Snyder did that messed him up. And I think if he would have did this before BVS or before Justice League, I truly believe to this day Snyder would still be over DC. He should have did that mother freaking Batfleck solo movie after Man of Steel. He should have did the solo movie.
It wasn't his call.
Yeah, but that hurt him because I don't care who hates Batfleck and who don't. Every single person I've met agree that warehouse scene can't nothing touch it.
Peak.
Can't nothing touch it.
I agree.
You know how hard it is to get everybody on the internet to agree that something was dope?
Yeah.
And everybody agree that was dope.
Peak.
Yeah. I was stunned in the theaters when I seen that, man.
Yeah, Ben ain't too old, man. 53, he can. Come on, we got Keanu still doing what he does, and
I guess you're right.
He takes care of himself, when he's in his right place, and he enjoys playing that role. I mean, let Zack finish his story. Listen, give me JL 2 and 3, the Batfleck and the air cut. You won't hear me ever say anything else again. I'll shut up for good.
I'm gonna ask you something because this want to prove. I want to prove something. You gonna prove something to me in my mind. You like Rebel Moon?
Here's what I'm going to say. I'm a fan of Zack.
Okay.
Everything he does is an event, and I will tune into it. But I'll be the first to say he needs a full-time screenwriter on board to help him with his stories.
Yes, he do. That's why Man of Steel was fired like it was.
Because he had Goyer.
Nolan was attached to that.
Nolan and Goyer, yeah.
Zack, cinematography wise, nobody can touch him.
Bar none.
Writing, complete trash. Let's just keep it real. Let's
I
keep it
liked Army
real.
of the Dead. I wanted to see the Army of the
No,
Dead
sir.
universe. I wanted
No,
to
sir.
listen. Come on, wait. You didn't like Army of the Dead?
No, sir.
Oh no, are you for real, bruh?
Bro, no. That no. Now I like I'm gonna tell you what I do like. Dawn of the Dead.
Okay,
Yeah, now Dawn of the Dead all day. Army of the Dead? No, sir. I don't never want to see that again. I will never see that movie again.
oh, you're
Ever.
serious?
Yeah. Okay. Now I'll tell you something I will watch again that I did enjoy. And a lot of people don't talk about this. The cartoon he did.
Zeus, gods and Earth or something.
Gods or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
a lot of
like
people.
that.
Yeah, people forget that was him. Like people forget that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn, you didn't like Army of the Dead?
But oh, you know he doing you know what he doing now?
Escape from New York.
You think he gonna be able to pull that off?
He gonna kill that shit. He gonna murder that motherfucker. He gonna knock that bitch
Man,
out the park.
Cause I like Escape from New York and Escape from LA.
I didn't like Escape from LA.
You didn't?
I felt it was a money grab for everybody involved.
Yeah. I'm a big Kurt Russell fan, man.
Kurt Russell can do no wrong.
But think about it. A lot of people don't realize this. You know how Arnold Schwarzenegger, most of his movies is franchise movies now.
Yeah.
Stallone, most of his stuff is franchise movie. Kurt Russell, a lot of his stuff is franchises. Do you know we wouldn't have Metal Gear Solid if it wasn't for Kurt Russell?
Yeah,
That's Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
Kurt Russell is Solid Snake.
Yeah. Matter of fact, bring him in for a cameo. Let him be the old Snake, and you got the new. Let the Snake Plissken moniker be like a James Bond. It's just the moniker. You're the new version now. You know, and bring in old man Snake. You know, I think he's going to kill this. I still need a full-time writer to help him with the stories, bar none.
Yeah, cinematography wise, it's gonna look beautiful.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna rewatch it this weekend. I'm so hyped.
You make me want to go back and rewatch BVS because man, just how he made that movie look.
Yeah.
Look how he made Watchmen look. You know, as much as people down Snyder, why y'all don't down Watchmen? Because y'all know that was a masterpiece.
I still argue with people that it's the greatest comic book movie ever made.
I could see that. I could see that.
If it's not the greatest, it's top 3. It should be in everybody's top 3, bar, hands down. Like,
yeah. Yep, I agree. We'll see.
So, okay, we'll be petty for about 5 minutes. The white boy's still upset. Why are the white men still upset over Hollywood? Listen, I was watching Midnight's Edge.
Oh, you talking about the boys?
Just all of them, man. They just losing their fucking minds. I was watching Midnight's Edge. I got it queued up. I'm gonna play it on stream. I got it queued up.
I'm gonna get y'all. I'm gonna get y'all the exclusive. Since y'all been sticking around, he got so mad in one of the private chats, he left the private chat because then nobody agreed with him about the movie. And I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I want to ask you this question. Now, I'm gonna throw back a question to you.
Okay.
Do you think that's how they really? Because I actually got a statement for this question. But do you think this is how they really feel?
Yes.
Or do you think this is a character to make money?
No, this is them.
You right. Now, I was watching an old video from Tariq Nasheed, and he was speaking about white heroes.
Okay.
And he was saying that black people got actual heroes as far as your Malcolm X's, your Martin Luther King, Mike Tyson, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, whatever. We got actual real heroes. But he said as far as whites, they don't have nothing to overcome. Okay? So they don't really need a leader or a real hero for adversity. So he said when it comes to these movie characters, they take this stuff real seriously because that's all they have to look up to. Mm-hmm. And like when they do the race swaps, that really destroys them inside because they feel like this is something else you taking away from me.
Yeah.
So, what is your thoughts about that?
Okay. I'm great question. You know what I've learned, I've noticed when it's a black person they like, they don't go as hard. So
Yeah.
when they see Idris play Heimdall, no, I take that back. They were mad at him for playing Heimdall, but
Oh,
I'm
they were
hearing,
mad at Idris back then
oh,
for
they
that,
hated his guts.
and he didn't even have really no speaking roles in that.
But in
Yeah.
He-Man, they're like, oh, I like he's a good, yeah, I like Idris the black guy as a Man at Arms. I had no problem with that. I'm like, huh. So if it's somebody they like, who they think
Yeah.
they like is a nice, good, decent Negro, they're not as you know what I'm saying? They're not so as quick to go off, but this is how they feel, and it's just like your audience. 9 times out of 10, your audience is going to be like, "I feel that way too, brother. Thank you for saying something. You're my voice. You speaking for me. Yeah, I feel like I'm heard. Yeah, oh yeah, fuck them. 13%. Smoke alarms. What?
Yeah. Yeah. So I thought that was real interesting that Tyree broke it down because I never did see it like that.
Yeah,
That they take this stuff seriously.
yeah.
Because to us, we can just enjoy a movie. We ain't thinking about the swaps. But they take that swap serious because that's really their heroes.
That's why we should kind of take a page out of their book. We should be offended when Gods of Egypt come out. What you mean? This is no. We should be offended
You ever seen that movie? You ever seen
I have.
Jazzy?
Yeah, I have.
Did you see how they did my boy Chadwick Boseman in that movie?
People forget he was in that.
He was in that, and he
People
was.
forget. Yeah, people forget.
Yeah, he was in that.
Noah, the Noah movie by Darren
Yep.
Aronofsky. People forget, like,
Yeah.
who these European people in the Bible? Who?
Hey, but I think Coogler and Michael B. Jordan, man, they thinking about doing a Mansa Musa movie.
Okay. We had this discussion before, 15 years prior, about Hannibal Barca. It was supposed to be Danny Glover was going to play Hamilcar the father. Vin Diesel was going to play Hannibal.
I could see that.
And they had it all ready to go.
They shut it down then.
Yeah, real quick.
If Coogler and Michael B. Jordan come out with that Mansa Musa
They'll
movie,
never let it happen.
You're gonna see neurotic Gary on a whole new universe of racism.
The only way that thing gets made is if they do it with their own money. No studio in their right mind.
Hollywood not gonna support that, huh?
No.
Because that's gonna be like Malcolm X, like a Malcolm X movie to them.
Yeah, you would have
they
to.
They do not want to touch something like that.
Yeah, you would have to get the Saudis to help you with that. That's what I would do.
Man, because look here, a Mansa Musa movie, and if it's shot by Coogler and Michael B. Jordan, you know the story, the cinematography is gonna be fire. The acting gonna be fire, and that's going to expand the minds of blacks all over the nation. And I think it's like you said, they'll shut that down.
Yeah,
because that's gonna be Black Panther times 10.
Can't do it with studio money. Cannot. Yeah. You're gonna have to go.
You can't inspire the minds of black people.
No,
like that.
You're gonna have to do like Mel Gibson did.
Yeah.
Pay for it out your own pocket and find other outside distributors to do it to distribute it. There's no way no studio is gonna ever fund anything like this. Anything.
I believe it too.
Yeah.
I believe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy. Oh, but before we leave, tell me what you were about to say about Midnight Edge, because you said you had it queued up.
Oh, when I do this live when I come back. Oh, the He-Man thing. Oh my God, that old white man. Okay, here I come, Elizabeth. I'm coming.
That's funny you said that, because it was somebody in the chat. I ain't gonna put people in the chat on blast, but they said, "Hey, bro, you got to chill. You old as freak. your blood pressure, I know it's high right now. Stop. This is not worth it. If you don't like it, okay. But what is you getting worked up for?
I mean, who gave us a better rant than Angry Joe when Calvin got fired? 45 minutes of just pure epicness. Now he's a fucking gun chiller. Like, how do you flip flop like
Well,
this?
Angry Joe is a plant though. He a plant.
Okay.
Yeah, he a plant. I used to actually watch him back in the day when he had them little skits and stuff.
Yeah.
But I should have known he was a. They fund him. You know the companies. They what's that other dude? Soups. Oh, it's another one. You know him, the Mexican boy. Bro,
Bladed,
we know it.
Bladed Angel. Is that his name?
Which one? Who is that? I don't know.
I know. I follow him on Twitter. Well, I know of him on Twitter. The Ray Blade or whatever his name is.
No, this dude called Soups. He a Mexican boy, and like he'll wear a blue shirt and it'll have Soups across it. You don't seen him before, and he'll be watching the trailer. He'll be crying, and you know, and that's why I say them Angry Joes and all them dudes. They paid off, man.
Just like when we saw Homeboy Nerd Theory. Nerd Theory crying over that Raid trailer. Remember when that shit first came out? Was it the first?
Which one is Nerd Theory?
He makes the Star Wars skits. He makes the lightsabers too. Remember he got sued.
I don't know him. But I know the dude that was making 1,000 Kathleen Kennedy's fired videos. You know, he would like predict the future, but you could tell it was him. Yeah. Coming up with that stuff from like just out of nowhere. Mike Zero. You ever heard of Mike Zero?
I heard of him.
Yeah, Mike Zero, boy. His lies caught over him to where he don't even do Star Wars news no more. He do he don't do Star Wars news no more because his lies caught up with him. He do celebrity news now.
Okay.
Mike Zero.
Yeah, getting back to your point with Tariq saying how important it, man, when you start seeing him cry over these trailers, I'm like, this ain't performative, man. Like these motherfuckers.
So you don't think they see I guess I'm looking from a black point of view. So if I put myself in the white content creator shoes, they really feel this way.
Yes.
Wow.
This is their identity.
You right.
And once you remove that, change or alter it, what else do they have?
Wow. And that's what Tyreek said.
Okay.
He said the same thing. He said, we actually have people we look up to, leaders and people we look up to, people we want to be like in real life.
Yeah.
People who done went through adversity.
Yeah.
When you white, you ain't got no adversity.
No.
So you got to look into fantasy for somebody to look up to.
And they don't even want to see you in their fantasy. In their fantasy, black folk are not in space. Black folk are not stormtroopers. Black folk are, if you're going to be black, you're going to be a Klingon. You're going to be an angry Klingon. Yeah. What black elves? What the hell? A black dwarf? How dare you?
Yeah.
A black Targaryen? How dare you? Not in my fantasy, fucker. Yeah.
Yeah. Space, Star Wars and space is full of all type of alien races, but it ain't no black people to be found.
Black people. So no black goo aliens. We got black goo and alien. We got the black goo, so that's the closest thing.
Hey, when they dropped that, I remember this. When they dropped that first Awakens trailer, and what's the actor? Dang. Great actor. He was in They Clone Tyrone. Boyega. When he took that mask off, and when you looked into them comment section, they said, I can't believe they put this ninja in this. Bro, that was a straight racism through that whole. It got so bad, Sly, they had to delete the comments. And that was
remember
Star Wars that was after like 10 years after we got the prequels.
Remember the second trailer when he's holding a lightsaber? Oh, he's a Jedi too. Ah!
Yeah, like a black man can't be a Jedi. Yeah.
Hey, they gave, and to prove my point, they was cool with Samuel L. Jackson being the black male. Yeah. He was like, I like him. He's a cool black.
Right.
Yeah.
So what is it? Is it like somebody like Samuel L. Jackson, Idris Elba? they earn their respect.
They're safe. I think they're safe.
Ah,
I think they're safe in their
ah,
eyes.
not
Okay,
radical, not radical.
right. Let's go. Let's go to
Okay,
God of War, Kratos. When they found out black men were the voices, what do you mean black men voice Kratos? Just wait a minute.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's why we observe and report. We don't go into. You know what I would love before we delete this YouTube thing? I would love for us to be on a big ass panel with them white boys, and it's bring our unknown asses up there, and we can have it out one good time. I would love for that to happen.
It ain't gonna happen though.
You don't think so? The money,
No, they scared.
I'm just looking at the money
scared.
we can make off this
No,
thing.
I
The clicks.
seen it.
No.
I seen it. I seen it. I even seen it with Mark with a C. Shout out to Mark with a C.
Yeah.
Black dude that did the black dude that did Robin Hood, the remix with the black people.
Okay.
Director X.
Director X, a little X. Yeah.
Director X was trying to go to like the other side, the anti-woke channels, and he was trying to jump on their panels.
Bitch ass
And
Mr.
they were
H.
like, well, we got a black dude that
Yep.
want to talk to you about how black people looking bad in this show. He was ignoring it. It took Flash, Yellow Flash, to sneak Mark with a C on that show to have a conversation with him. So if a black director don't want to talk to black people, I know the right directors or the white producers don't want to talk to us either.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't want to. They don't want to.
So we just stuck.
At the end of the day, I tell everybody, create your own comic books, create your own books, and support it.
There you go.
We got the buying power. Didn't they say urban folks are the number one consumers?
There you go.
You know?
Which is why
That's why I teach the kids to segue this back to a full circle.
Yeah.
That's why I tell the kids, man, hey, support each other, love each other. You know, y'all the future.
Yeah.
Y'all can do it differently than what we did. You know?
And on that note, my man Fatal J.
Thanks for having me, brother.
Always a pleasure, my brother.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Have a good night, bro.
All right, you too.
Yes,
Peace.
sir. Peace. It's my man Fatal J. A shout out to Fatal J. Please go follow his channel. It is. Oh, you know what? I didn't put it in the damn chat. My bad, Jay. Fatal J. Let me put his channel on the YouTube, y'all. We gonna come back and I'm gonna come back in about 30 minutes. Cause I ain't gotta go to work tomorrow. I ain't gotta go to work tomorrow. Let me put my man's. There we go. Shout out to my man Fatal J. This is his channel. Please go support as always. All right. I'm gonna get out of here. I'll be back in about 30 minutes, y'all. 30 minutes. So.
One of the ops bricks, catch no taste, human taste. You live on like a bitch, you like a dog, double face.